Welcome to my report on the developments on the battlefield. Let's get into it. Russian advances in Chasiv Yar, tactical importance and battlefield impact. The town of Chasiv Yar, located to the west of Bakhmut in Donetsk Oblast, holds significant tactical importance for both Russian and Ukrainian forces. This strategic position, elevated above the surrounding landscape, controls critical supply routes leading to Kramatorsk and Sloviansk, two major urban centers in the Donbas region. Recent Russian advances in the area, spearheaded by the 98th Guards Airborne Division, have breached Ukrainian defensive lines, forcing Kiev's forces into a retreat. The fall of Chasiv Yar would disrupt Ukrainian logistics and leave them vulnerable to further encirclement by Russian forces, who are gaining momentum in the region. The impact of these developments on the battlefield is significant. If Russia successfully secures Chasiv Yar, it would effectively cut off Ukrainian supply lines and weaken their positions in the surrounding areas, including Kramatorsk and Sloviansk. The Ukrainian military is struggling with manpower shortages, and their ability to hold the line is further compromised by Russian artillery and drone strikes targeting retreating units. While Kiev's Western allies continue to push arms shipments, they are failing to reverse the tide of Russian advances. Should Chasiv Yar fall, the collapse of Ukrainian defenses in the region becomes increasingly likely, setting the stage for a broader Russian offensive in Donetsk. Sources: Russian Ministry of Defense, Wargonzo, Rybar, Telegram channels. Russian drone strikes abandoned M2 Bradley IFE in Shevchenko, tactical impact. On March 5, 2025, in Shevchenko, Russian forces conducted a targeted strike using an FPV drone, hitting an M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicle, IFV, that had been abandoned following a previous Ukrainian attack. The strike, which destroyed the vehicle, highlights the evolving role of Russian drone warfare in neutralizing key Ukrainian military assets left exposed on the battlefield. The tactical importance of this strike is clear. The M2 Bradley, once a symbol of Western support, was rendered useless after the Ukrainian forces were forced to retreat from the area. By targeting the abandoned vehicle, Russia not only eliminates a potential threat but also sends a message about the vulnerability of high-value military equipment when left unattended. Such strikes undermine the morale of Ukrainian forces and complicate their logistical efforts, as they are forced to leave behind vital equipment in the face of relentless Russian pressure. The impact on the battlefield is significant, as each destroyed asset decreases Ukraine's capability to conduct operations in the region. With the continuing Russian push in Shevchenko and other key areas, Ukraine's reliance on high-tech vehicles like the M2 Bradley becomes increasingly precarious. Source: Pseudoplatov Telegram channel. Map: Military summary. Russian strike on Ukrainian command post in Huliapol, a tactical blow to Ukraine's defenses. On March 5, 2025, Russian aviation targeted and bombed a Ukrainian armed forces command post in Huliapol, located at coordinates 47.66, 36.2711. This strike is a significant blow to Ukraine's operational command in the region. Huliapol, a key town in the Zaporizhzhia region, has been a focal point for both Ukrainian and Russian forces due to its strategic position. The attack severely hampers the Ukrainian military's ability to coordinate movements and respond to Russian offensives in the southern and eastern fronts. The destruction of the command post destabilizes Ukraine's chain of command, disrupting logistics and operational readiness for their defense. It comes at a critical time as Russian forces continue to press forward in multiple sectors. By targeting command infrastructure, Russia demonstrates its ability to strike at the heart of Ukrainian defenses, forcing them to reassess their positioning and operational capacity. This event emphasizes Russia's dominance in air superiority and their continued disruption of Ukrainian military communications. The bombing further weakens Ukraine's ability to respond effectively to Russian advances in the south, as this area is essential for Ukraine's control over supply lines and forward positions. Source: Telegram, Voin DV. Russian FPV drone strike destroys Ukrainian M109 howitzer in Kasacher Lochnia, a tactical blow to Ukrainian artillery. On March 6, 2025, a Russian FPV, first-person view, drone successfully struck and destroyed a Ukrainian M109 howitzer in Kasacher Lochnia, located at coordinates 51.2 for 73323, 35.2392179. This strike is a significant blow to the Ukrainian artillery capabilities, as the M109 is a key asset in their long-range fire support. The destruction of this piece of artillery limits Ukraine's ability to provide effective indirect fire support, especially in the face of Russian advances. Kosacher-Lochmir, located in the region of Luhansk, is strategically important as it lies close to the front lines of Russian offensives. The strike on the M109 represents a shift in battlefield tactics, where drones, particularly FPV drones, are being increasingly used to deliver precise, high-impact strikes against high-value targets. The use of FPV drones to destroy artillery positions not only hampers Ukraine's defensive capabilities but also serves as a warning to other Ukrainian units relying on similar weaponry. This attack is part of Russia's broader strategy to degrade Ukrainian heavy artillery and slow down their ability to hold ground against Russian offensives in critical areas. The continued effectiveness of Russian drone strikes highlights the increasing role of technology and precision in modern warfare. Source: Telegram, Lost Arma. Russian FABs decimate Ukrainian positions near Gyaevo, a devastating blow to Ukrainian defense. On March 6, 2025, Russian forces deployed FAB bombs, burning out Ukrainian armed forces positions near Gyaevo, located at coordinates 51.110 for 92, 35.196254, 51.110594, 35.209500, and 51.136366, 35.222574. The use of these high-impact aerial bombs signifies a significant escalation in Russia's air operations, targeting critical Ukrainian defensive positions in the region. Gyaevo, situated in the eastern part of Ukraine, has seen increased Russian activity as part of their broader campaign to destabilize Ukrainian control in the area. The FAB bombs, with their devastating blast radius, obliterate entrenched positions and force Ukrainian forces to either retreat or face annihilation. These strikes are designed to weaken the front lines and slow down any potential Ukrainian counteroffensives. The targeted bombardment also serves as a demonstration of Russian air superiority and their continued ability to launch devastating strikes deep behind Ukrainian defensive lines. With Ukrainian forces unable to effectively counter these bombing campaigns, the FAB strikes leave them vulnerable, weakening their capacity to maintain defensive operations in the face of Russia's ongoing offensive push. Source: Telegram, Arvivoenka. I hope you enjoy my reports of the situation. Please subscribe and follow me here on YouTube and on my X account. We need to stay informed, that is your duty. Thank you very much. The Opinion, at The Truth DW.